Hey guys, it's me, Billy Mack, and welcome back to my garage. As you can see, today's project has to do with wood. Stay tuned. So as you can see, I was just outside cutting down the lumber, what I need for my next project.
You can't say that you was outside cutting trees down with that Chinese chainsaw that you got there. Why don't you tell the people the truth and tell them that you didn't even go through the woods and that chainsaw is very good for cutting down little branches, but nothing more than that, you tricking sons of bitch, you. Tell them the truth.
Okay, alright. Yeah, this is just a junky old Chinese chainsaw. I was just trying to act like a big man. I would chop my own wood. I wasn't doing that. But I did go to the mill and I picked up some 2x4s. So let's get into today's video and see what we're building. Alright, so if you guys are like me, you have project cars in the garage and you need to jack them up and you don't trust the Chinese jack stands, even though I don't have Chinese jack stands. I kind of ran out. And I kind of want to put the car up higher. So what we're going to make today is some wheel cribs, wheel cradles, whatever you want to say it. It's a pretty simple project. Probably more simple for somebody that does work with saws and whatnot, which I do not. So you want to feel like you are important and you are a man. So what do you need? What do you need? Well, you need good beer, good women, some muscle cars, horsepower. Yeah. And you need yourself a good dog. And that can make you as manly can get. So I got my cheese, I got my wine, I got my great American dog. You're French? Are you French? The wine is French and the cheese is French? Okay. Just a second. Alright, that's a little bit better there now. We got our beer, we got a real American dog, we got our freedom hat on, we got a hot dog over there. Now we're ready to build something. Let's go, Chuck, let's get it done. Woo! Alright, so as you can see, I am definitely in the mood now to start building something with my hands. What I gotta do is tidy up a little bit of a mess here. As you can see in the background, we are working on the Z28. Mustang's still under wraps. Got a bunch of wood here to do some work on the deck. But under here, yeah, those are 2x4s. We're gonna use those as the wheel cradles. Okay, so I have everything set up I need. I got my 2x4s. I am short a few. They did not have any left, so we're probably gonna do 3 cradles, but we shall see. I got 8-foot 2x4s, just rough cut from the mill. You don't need anything fancy, just make sure it's not too bowed. We're gonna cut them in 16-inch lengths. So this is what I got here for tools. I have 3 1/4-inch sockets, 2 pry bars, 3.5 bowls of jelly. Anyway, I just always want to say that. I watch these videos online and they're making stuff and they got all these tools and anyway, it's impressive. So anyway, we got some deck screws. You could use whatever screw you kind of want. These are 2-inch deck screws that I have left, so I'm going to use those. I got myself a drill to do a pilot hole. I got myself a impact to screw down the screws. We got a square. So we got a tape measure, we have a marker to mark the length, and I got my trusty saw right here, and it does have a bag on it, so hopefully it keeps most of the sawdust in, but I'm gonna clean the bag because obviously you just saw what happened when I touched it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go clean that right now and I'll be right back. All right, the bag is all cleaned out. I have my first 2x4 up here, and remember what I said, 16. So we should get, 6 lengths of 16 and an 8-foot board. Is that right? Something along those lines. Something along those lines. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start my marks, 16, come back 16, 16, 16, and then the last one you don't have to mark it because I think Mother Nature did that. Pretty good cut from Mother Nature. So I'm gonna get this all marked out. Then what we're gonna do, once we mark, let's use the square to get it straight across. As you can see on here, I do not have any safety glasses, and there's a reason for that. I'm not a bitch, and you shouldn't be either. Don't wear your safety glasses. Be a man. Yeah, so that's the reason. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start marking these out, and then we'll get them cut. I'm going to set you over there and put you on fast motion because this stuff is probably pretty boring. So let's get to it. All right, there you go. We have, well, there's how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 full rows, plus 2 on the top. So 22 times 4 is 88. Plus 2 is 90, so we have 90 total.
Particle of unobtainium has a nuclear reaction with a flux capacitor. Carry the 2, changing its atomic isotoner into a radioactive spider. Fuck you, science!
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them in 4 sections, and we'll take one section, and however many boards we can use, well, that's how high we're going to go. All right, so that's 18 inches, or sorry, 18 boards. Let me see here. I believe it was 14 inches tall. 14 inches tall. Yeah, so like a little over 14 inches tall, but that board's a little warped. So about 14 inches tall. I think that should be definitely tall enough to get under a car. Let me see if I add 2 more. Yeah, so 16 inches tall. 16 inches tall. Anyway, let's start building. And I'll do them 14. And then once they're 14, I'll see exactly what it looks like. All right, so this here is your base. What I'm going to do now is drill a couple pilot holes here, 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 in here, and here. And then we'll throw these screws in. The 2-inch wood screws, they will bring you almost down through the whole thing. I guess they're not 2-inch wood screws. Anyhow, so I'm going to get to that. So like I said, a couple pilot holes here with the drill. You're going to use the drill bit approximately the same size as the screws, preferably a little bit smaller. But yeah, I'm going to get to that now. And when I get back, I'll show you what the first base looks like. All right, so there's your base. So basically, we're gonna go on here, next, and stack them up. You guys don't need to see that. I'll be back as soon as it's done. Ta-da! There you go. So this is 1. We got 3 more to go. Let's see here what we got. So there you have it. 16 inches from the bottom. 2 screws per. And yeah, that's it. It is one heavy son of a bitch. So be prepared. However, saves you about $500–600 if you were to buy the nice light ones, the plastic ones or the composite ones or whatever. So you got to take the good with the bad. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set that over there, and I'm going to get back and finish the other 3. All right. Okay. So as you can see, I did take off a couple levels because it is high. It is high. So this is what we went with. We went with 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's where we're at. Definitely brings the car up some. I'll be able to get underneath it and finish the work. I am away for a couple days, so what I'm going to do when I get back, we'll do the fronts. We'll put the front tires on it. We'll get it up even. Then I can get under there and get to work. Right now it's on jack stands. Not a big fan of the jack stands, so this is kind of why we went with that. So I hope you enjoyed my how-to video, and if you have not yet, please like and subscribe. Watch my other videos if you haven't. Hope you enjoy them. But for now, guys, I'm Billy Mack, and welcome back to my garage.